Okay, recap for Tuesday, 21st of October 2025. Clearly we are gone back to garbage market conditions. Well, not the worst, but it's pretty garbage considering what we had last week. Um, and that's due to us having no news. We actually have news back, and all of it stacking for Friday CPI. That just sounds like garbage conditions to me, and indeed it was. So, let's get to today's logic, what I thought, and what actually happened, right? So, again, now as market has been going up, right? It left the opening range on Monday, unfilled, whatever. So, initial, especially that it left this sell side, 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 like untouched sell sides, right? Um, and for the first time here after creating this much sell side, it goes down, but it doesn't really go down with displacement. Okay, so it's a questionable day for liquidity, especially that in regular trading hours. As you can see, there was this clean buy side liquidity, which we do take, and just an Asia high. I wouldn't expect it to just really stay in price. So we did a day of doing nothing, right? As you can see, we went down and then went up and then we held and then we went. You know what I'm saying? It was a whole day of doing nothing. However, there was one trade that I took today that was good, and I should have stopped it at that. But then I gave back the profits because I generally expected like market conditions to be better than this. However, they ain't at all, right? So, what do we expect for price, right? So let's say manipulation, and like let's say the target was right, it was gonna expand up today, or it's gonna dump, right? Because like it's pretty much unknown at this stage. It could do either. It's a 50-50. It's a genuine 50-50. However, I know it's more likely at this area to explode lower until it reaches discount. You might ask, discount from what? This low was a discount PD area on the 4 hour, and this high right there you'd see is discount. However, what tripped me up, it didn't really touch it. I don't think so. And I think it misses about one tick. However, if I check on the MNQ, it does actually offer it. I don't know why it's not showing it here now. Does it not offer it on the MNQ though? That's weird. When I uploaded it on the MNQ, it did show that it touched it. Let me see. Huh. Same thing probably. Technically discount is missed by a tick, so I'm not too sure. Unless it goes down here now, and that's why it's rushing down. I don't know. Anyway, this is what I expected at least to hit discount first, and then I could think of like, and if we're gonna expand through it, then cool. But if we're not gonna expand through it, then yeah, then this is a manipulation. We're gonna distribute higher. However, the fact that we don't touch it, it just like, and then we're going up. I'm like, bro, this ain't right. And I can see this buy side liquidity, whatever, but like we should at least offer the discount, right? This is not something I want to really be in or trust in along. And as you can see, look how garbage it went up, right? Not really offering the right PD raise that we'd expect. Big ass wicks through that'll take people out. Just garbage market, right? Not the day to trade. This is the day to like burn accounts. And I mean, I'm down a bit, but that's like my first red day in like, I don't even know, like 8 trading days or something. I don't know, something like that. I don't really care. It is what it is. Happens. It's just garbage conditions. Could have been up. Is the fact that I went in again, which I don't like. Right. So let's explain the logic. So now I'm expecting price to go down into something, right? At least discount. So I'm marked discount and I'm looking for PD arrays around that. So discount, and then we already invest this 4 hour gap right here. So I'm expecting us to just push slightly lower and just see if we could hit this midpoint, right? My midpoint, not the upper quadrant here of this gap, because I want discount, then we have to generate liquidity if we don't already have liquidity here. And then PD rate, it could have been this, it could have been this, whatever PD rate, right, below discount. So this is why when the price went up, I know it's bullshit, right? I know it's bullshit. It's not gonna go up to go up, right? Well, yes, it did go up, take the high, so we have an SMT there. However, on NNQ, I really don't see it doing that, so that's why I was just sussed out by the whole day, right? So now we know where we expect price to go to, and then we can expect the trade. Me, the fact that I'm already expecting price to go there, so I was like, let me just enter a trade going there. Why not? Because if it's obvious, it's obvious. So when we go on this drop down, you can see again, same thing. I want price to go discount, and for shorts, I don't care about liquidity. I just want discount, and then maybe a PD rate. Discount is enough for me. A PD rate will always be there, right? At discount. So discount, right? That's that green line, and then a PD array. For this PD array, I just used the fair value gap, that the biggest one right there, that I've seen that has been respected earlier in London. That goes through this quadrant, right, on the daily. So it's high candidate to be an actual fair value gap. So I'll just carry it out in time. I can see that it respects it right here, right, and then it used it to go down, and it's not closing above it. It's going because it wants to go. It wicks to fill this, but it's closing below it. So I know that this is gonna be used as and for another confirmation, look, right here, right here, right here. Okay, it's just used. It's not closing above it at all. Okay, so now we know this. What do I expect price to do? As long as it's not closing above this, you can see, which means I don't expect these relative equal highs to be factored in right now. I expect shorts. So when time comes 850, and I see us go back and hit this discount perfectly, 850, boom, I enter in this gap, not expecting it to explore the upper half of it, right? And I want us to go short from there. I want 930 to be the volatility. We go up, 930 comes and smacks us down. Perfect. It's moving. It creates another gap in a quadrant. So I take that, and as you can see, price goes down, then comes back to midpoint. Everything's fine, right? And goes down, and it just misses like where I have to gauge price, and then does this bullshit. Goes up all the way to another quadrant. Okay. But this was like, I mean, not really a quadrant. This was just a 4-hour, I think. The high of this inversion fair value gap on the 4-hour, right? Not the high, the upper quadrant of it, and then comes back down, and then just misses it. So I'm just like, here, this takes me out of the trade, right? In profit, of course, because closing above this is already iffy to me. So I do not want that. The second that it closed above, I close my trade, right? It should not be doing that, and I'd not be comfortable with the trade doing that. So yes, here when it started iffing, I probably should have taken profit, but I genuinely expected at least discount before any shenanigans like this. Okay, now when it did this, if it went a bit lower, right, then I could have maybe looked for buys, but it did that, and then I bought anywhere somewhere, I can't remember, and it's just pure garbage trade. And then when I hit the stop loss, I just left it as is, right? As you can see, once we go back above it, right, even though we're wicking, bodies are closing here, upper quadrant, we're just tapping it. We're tapping the lower quadrant of this gap. All right, let me show you the gap. All right, this fair value gap that goes through thing, and we hit the lower quadrant one more time, 1137, and then we head up. We go up and we hit midpoint of a something on the daily, right? Doesn't matter what it is. Then go down, and then go up, and then go down. You know what I'm saying? Same thing, right? And then start using it again. Whatever. At this point, I'm not interested in it. But yeah, it's just garbage, right? And now we go and create relative equal highs, right? I'm pretty sure, especially here as well, right? Look, with the regular trading hours, relative equal highs, bunch of highs, and yeah, we'll come back here. I'm guessing final hour macro. Yep, all the liquidity from the PM for sell side and buy side, right there. Boom, take it, come down. Don't even offer an entry, right? The only realistic entry is right there, but it's barely into this inverse gap, and you have to be so confident in it. I mean, you can because like all this liquidity, but how garbage this market is moving, you never know. Anyway, comes back down, takes all this liquidity, all of it to this low, and then now it's just gonna go and close back in the range. Yeah, so whole lot of nothing, waste of time to even trade or even look at. There's only that one trade that I took at 850, and other than that, garbage, genuine garbage, right? Anyway, it's the market recap, and yeah, I don't know if did it use this gap. I mean, when it went up, I mean, there's a slight closure above it, but I would not even consider that because it's too old now. Not even gonna consider this now. I didn't know what happened, and not even gonna consider this now, even though it closed below it. However, don't care really. This movement is just BS. Just look at the right final hour macro. The whole day don't move, and the only one directional move is in the final hour macro. It's just signs of bad market conditions. So I'm gonna be wary. And the last thing for tomorrow really is get rid of discount and use the upper quadrant. Right? Real PD rates here. Yeah. Tomorrow, I mean, again, as I said, I know this week is most likely going to be bearish at the end of the week, right? Like CPI, we could keep going up, we could keep going down, we could just meander around this whole range, and in just CPI that day, we'll just take this candle that will go all the way down to at least these lows, right? Whatever. I don't mind this not going to this low, but I want these lows cleaned up before, right? Until then, my risk is gonna be here and there. I really doubt I'm gonna be in the market that much for this week, especially after a clean week like last week. Anyway, that's the market recap. Peace out.